Recently, the welfare of animals has been an area of focus due to the increased cases of animal abuse. Is the current law in Hong Kong able to prevent these things from happening? We have interviewed the SPCA. Let's hear their opinion.
Some things that are missing certain elements that are very common elsewhere. So, for instance, banning people who have a history of being cruel to animals, either from owning pets or owning animals for a certain period of time, or in serious cases for working with animals or having contact with animals. In some jurisdictions we have that. In Hong Kong we have no powers to ban anybody who's been convicted of animal abuse and cruelty from owning an animal. So you can go to court one day, you can be fined for an offence, and if you don't have to go to jail, you can go out the next day and get another animal. Again, it's not so clear in our legislation about duty of care, about the fact that it is possible to prosecute somebody for not doing something or not taking action that they should have done. A lot of the prosecutions that we do depend on the animal having suffered. So the animal already has to have suffered before we can actually have a prosecution. Whereas actually in some of the legislation it says if somebody hasn't done something that they should reasonably do and it could be expected that something horrible may happen as a result, they could be prosecuted. But at the moment we don't do anything like that. And again,
having listened to the opinion of experts, what do the citizens of Hong Kong think?
早兩日咧，咪有隻狗俾人喺灣仔度掉咗落去嗰個車上面，咪死鬼咗嘅嗰隻狗。但係香港好似冇一個實際嘅法例去，唔知啊，好似冇一個好實際、好明顯嘅法例去保障咁樣。你唔知啊？
我都唔係好熟悉動物方面嘅，
我都唔係好熟嚟啊。
我冇乜對動物嘅呢個叫咩啊？法律嘅嘢嘅理解。
我對動物法應該係防止虐畜嘅，應該有一條條例係即係都知道會有執法人員係去執法咯。如果有人虐畜嘅話，
我睇最近新聞好多單毒狗嘅案啦，但係又好似好耐都冇任何行動啦，所以我覺得可能保護動物嘅權利嗰啲可能真係唔係好夠啦喺香港。
我自己覺得可以再多啲，係啊。
唔明白，唔識嘅，咩都唔知。
我覺得應該仲有啲進步空間嘅，係啦。咁例如喺個監察方面或者個刑罰嘅即係係啦罰則方面啦，可以再加強啦，係啦。
我認為而家嘅對呢個虐待動物嘅懲罰係唔夠嘅。
我覺得香港政府可以令到嗰啲法例嚴厲啲啦，咁就可以嚇走啲人啦。同埋可能個人方面，可能學校有少少教育去教翻佢哋，唔可以咁樣亂對待其他生命咁樣。
It seems like our current laws are imperfect. What can we do as citizens to help promote animal welfare?
To me, I think getting involved would be great. Like everybody getting involved would be great, but I think that would be not yet. That would be a much later part. I think understanding what it is and as you say, why it affects us. That in itself will make a difference. And then once you know, then you do the change and adding in and the contribution. But it's knowing. It's knowledge. In terms of LegCo or the government, they have bigger power to help, but they're very restrained by bureaucracy and what the people want. And if people do not want or don't care about animal situations because they don't know, the government's not going to care about it because